No, I was asked by Pierre Fillon, the head of the ACO, if I would be the Grand Marshal for this year, and immediately accepted, extremely honoured, partly because it is such a big race and such a venue as well, but also it's been such a big part of my career that I really appreciated the fact that they in some way appreciated what I had been doing. And also, I noticed that when I retired, and the big sign that's just the Michelin sign just at the end of the pit lane, they had a big "Thank you, Allan," which was a really, really touching message to send out, and one that was totally unexpected, as was asking me to be the Grand Marshal. But what I'm looking forward to most, because there's a few things that I will be doing with regard to that, but what I'm looking forward to most is driving round on the parade lap, the lap towards the start of the race, and looking in the mirror, because it was one part of the race I loved. I loved that build-up and that tension just before you came to the final chicane and then accelerated over the line and the flag going up, because that's when the moment had arrived, that's when the moment of truth had arrived, whether you were going to be able to do it and good enough or not. Up until then it was all talk, and then it was all action. And so it'll be pretty cool looking in the mirror and seeing everybody just ready to go, and for me to pull off into the pit lane, and then for Fernando Alonso to lift the flag up, and the Le Mans 24 Hours 2014's off and running. Yeah, the important thing when I hung up the helmet was the relationship with Audi and Allan McNish was a very successful one on and off the circuit, and so it was clear we were going to keep that relationship and association going in terms of ambassador for the brand, and also in terms of working more closely with Audi Sport. The experience that we've had together has been very good. We spoke the same language. You either won or you lost at the end of the day, and if you lost, then you fixed it and you went on to fight again. And also with sort of 32 years of racing experience, Dr. Ulrich wanted to try and harness that as much as he could. This particular race weekend here, we've got two cars that are fighting for the World Championship, car 1 and 2. Obviously Loic and Tom need no introduction. Lucas has replaced the seat that I was sitting in and getting on with it, but car number 3 is the one with the least experience as a whole, because they are racing in Spa and they are also racing just here. In terms of that though, when we say least experience, we've got to remember that Ollie Jarvis and Marco Bononomi have been on the podium at Le Mans before, but Felipe Albuquerque has had a great success in other parts of the sport, but in terms of sports cars he's a little bit of a newbie. However, obviously he's got the talent to do the job, and so they've asked if I would sort of just oversee, be an ear for those guys, try to guide them and their engineering crew to make sure they don't fall into some of the pitfalls of Le Mans. Pitfalls that I've fallen into, pitfalls that most of us have fallen into over the time. And so I've probably got the best job in a lot of ways, because I'm involved, I hear everything that's going on, know which way the race is going before you on the far end, but also I get to sort of relax and enjoy it a little bit from the fan side of things as well. And obviously now working with PR and media people a little bit more, I realise what their life is like, which is significantly easier than being a racing driver.